time. Okay, so we'll. Can you just go back to where you started with the cessation? You just sort of explain the expansion and contraction that happens.
Because this ceased.
Yeah, yeah. So it's on again. So.
Okay, so.
As you experience gone.
Okay, so now you've got gone. This is gone with a little g.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Meaning the little g. This is the trivial gone that anyone can experience. It's like it was there, it came to an end. But as your sensitivity develops, okay, you actually learn to look directly down the face of this cliff, and you see down here. So instead of dropping into a restful state, you drop down to a dimensionless point. Okay? And the next arising comes from here. Okay?
And there you can see gone.
And then the next gone, but it drops down to the same point.
Right, but where you can verbalize that gone happened, or cessation with the big G is there.
Exactly. This is the big G down here.
But you can only label it when it gets to
something around here.
Yeah.
And then you have the next arising. Okay. You have the next arising from here, and then it sort of does whatever it does, and then it's gone. Okay.
Okay.
But you see now all the gones fall together. Okay. There's not a gone and then a minute later there's another gone, okay? As far as the world of gone goes, none of this ever happens.
Right. So what's the time scale?
See, she's going, yeah, right.
So the time scale then for that sort of experience of when you labeled it
is by a normal external clock.
So, okay, so...
However, the way that you conceptualize it is nothing's happening. So there is no duration of time. There is no extension of space.
So this is where it could get a little confusing, where we get into, I don't know, quantum physics, but if you clicked, so for example, Myoshin had this experience of clicking gone.
Your clicks
probably
are going to be just fine.
Maybe one every 5 to 10 seconds, like maybe 5 times.
That's right.
So if that happens like 5 times, what's the temporal scale of that? How it relates to big G?
This is perhaps an unnecessary confusion. Don't worry about the temporal scale of the big G. That's just the way a meditator thinks about this. As far as you go, it's by the clock. Okay.
So in 5-minute period,
you
can
5-second periods.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's say at least a minute. So in a minute period of time, you can have the experience of the restful state, of it being gone. So the restful state can be gone. Can the restful state be gone?
Well, once you start to experience this gone, then you...
Can you actually experience little g from rest?
Yes, you can experience little g in rest. What you experience once this starts happening, what you basically experience is there's this dimensionless point, and then there's some vibrations, and then there's this dimensionless point again, and then there's some vibrations, and then there's this dimensionless point again, and then there's some vibrations, okay? And each one of these things that I'm portraying here was what would have been self and world, but is just vibrating space.
Okay.
And then every once in a while, what happens is there's these vibrations, and then it breaks apart, and normal reality arises here, okay? But then you're still aware that it's surrounded by this other thing, and eventually it gets pulled back to here.
Can you show, though, Shinzen, because I think that's part of Dave's question, is when you pulled the clicker you've come back from gone, where is it on your other chart?
So where the clicker is going to be is here, here.
Can
you show it on the left?
Yeah, it makes more sense on the left side.
Yeah, can you show it on the left?
The click is going to be